Okay, hello, and welcome to Gougane Barra and the Quilter Forest here. It is a very wet, misty, eerie kind of day, and this forest looks pretty magic. I'm here right now to Shellen Lee. So this is a very short linear trail that walks up the valley all along the River Lee, or the small stream that becomes the River Lee, which is the river that flows through Cork City out into the bay there. So it's linear. It says it's 1.3 kilometers out. So I do 2.5k, a bit more, 3k, go walking out and back. But it's supposed to be stunning, and it feels like it is. There are several different trails here. They all range below 10k, but with the really, really low cloud layer, like I'd say it's sitting at like 150 meters today. It's really low. Walking up the valley floor, it feels like the best option, because any of the higher trails right now, you're not going to see the beautiful views of the valley. So yeah, we're going to start with this one. I haven't been back here since 2018, when Carl and I walked the Sheehy Mountains, and I've been meaning to come back. And here we are. So yeah, I'm very excited to spend some lovely time in nature. Here we go. Feeling when you show up to somewhere that like this is just where you're meant to be today. Like, I don't know, this forest is just scratching all of the right itches in my brain. Which sounds silly when I say it out loud, but yeah, I guess I needed somewhere just a little bit damp and mossy and green and orange, and where the misty rain felt beautiful instead of wintry and foreboding. Okay, so here we are in the is it north? I don't know if it's north actually. Don't know why I said that. I don't think it is. Oh, maybe it is actually. Whatever direction I've just walked. We're in the upper car park, which is what I meant to say. I've just finished the Shellen Lee. It's probably actually the shortest trail I have filmed for Tough Souls. but I'm not going to let that stand in the way of it being a beautiful walk, which I truly think it was. During the 2017 to 2019, when Carl and I were doing all of the National Waymark trails, we would sometimes have people ask us for recommendations of day hikes, because not everybody can go off for 2, 3, 10 days and walk a trail. And we actually didn't have a wealth of information on day hikes, because all we were doing was long distance trails. And it was something that I told myself I would get back to do sometime in the future. And yeah, that's what I've been trying to do these last couple of years, is kind of have a more holistic cover of the island. So we still have the 4,000 kilometres of long distance trails, and now we have a few hundred maybe kilometres of day hikes, or forest walks, or whatever it is that tickles your fancy. I think I'm going to eat a quick snack, and then right over there is, what was it called? Ancuiv Rua. I think it's just 400 meters, just a little loop here, where you get a view of the valley. So I'll take in that loop, and the clouds have lifted the slightest bit. So I don't know if I'll do the red walk over there. I've forgotten what it's called, which I think is the most strenuous of the hikes here. Or if maybe I'll check the weather and see what it's supposed to be like tomorrow morning. I would like to do it. It brings you above the tree line, but I would like to do it if the tree line is under the clouds. Well, if the clouds are above the tree line. So yeah, anyway, I'll eat a snack and decide which ones I'm ticking off next then. But yeah, it's been really, really nice. So here I am again. I think this is the fastest turnaround I've had from one trail onto another info board. But this is the Sheehy on Coombe Rua. 350 metres, 10 minutes. Takes in that it's named after the old townland of Coombe Row, which means red coombe or hollow. This most likely refers to the old red sandstone that comprises the mountains and the glaciated valley in which this park is located. Starting at the upper car park, where we are, there's a short climb that levels out quickly. You'll pass through pines and spruces to ford a small stream. Please follow the waymarkers back to the car. Oh no, please. I just added in that, please. Follow the waymarkers back to the car park and picnic area. Enjoy. So I think I'm going to come back literally on the other side of the car park there, where the red trail starts, and then I will start on that one, I guess. So yeah, here's our 350 metre jaunt. Is this tree offering the camera or me any shelter? Yeah, maybe a little bit. It's like as soon as I mention to the world that I want to go above 200 meters today, it brings the clouds right back down again and starts raining. So I might just walk the road back down to the lower car park for now. And if the rain clears, I will do the upper car park, or the red walk from this upper car park. Yeah, just one of those weeks. There was a rain warning earlier in the week, and so everything is just saturated. And it's funny, like, it's not cold. If anything, it's actually very warm at the moment. And it's not raining heavily, but within a couple of minutes you're just kind of saturated. It's just a constant misty drizzle grossness. That's why forest walks are great for now. So I guess, yes, I will stay low and I'll walk back down, and hopefully there'll be a dry spell for an hour or so, and I can do the red loop, which is 2.5k. So, it's supposed to be very nice. At least the info board makes it sound very nice, and I am a big lover of info boards, so it might be making me biased. Anyway, let's get out of the rain. Okay. Surprise. Okay, we're back down at the lower car park, and I'm going to do the, oh god, how do I pronounce this? Sheehy Gertude. I'm going to do the Access for All Orange Trail. It is 500 meters, and I think it's the first Access for All trail that Tough Souls will have filmed. So these are Quilcha's most accessible paths, so they are generally flat and buggy and maybe off-road wheelchair accessible, which I think is fantastic. Access for all, as it says. And apparently it has some info boards about the different conifers, old field boundaries, mosses, lichens and algae. It's the nature trail as well. So let's go wander along that. Now that I'm down in the trees again, the rain isn't quite as intense, and I think the camera will survive. So on we go. Installation pieces like this can be really difficult to do, but I really like this one. I think it's really cool. Big thumbs up from me. I've now made it back to the start, or an early section of the I made it back to an early part of Shellen Lee. I'm curious if it's going to follow the same way back, and I just didn't notice the way markers earlier, or if it's going to be slightly different. And I guess this is me back to the lower car park. So what an absolutely gorgeous afternoon. I've really enjoyed myself. To get into this main car park here and the upper car park up there, to get into this whole area, there's a barrier and it costs a £5. It's a tap with your phone style barrier. But you have free toilets, which I am thrilled about. I love to see more toilets in our outdoor spaces. And you have some really nicely well developed trails in a beautiful area. So I think the €5 worth it. Gougane Barra is just kind of magic.